Moreover, radical secularists rarely target Judaism. It is Christianity they want asunder. What exactly motivates them? They started as egalitarians. Now they are mostly anarchists. In other words, their passion for equality across the board, class, race, ethnic, gender, has fizzled, leaving them angry and dismayed. Whatever might be said of the Marxists, they had a blueprint for the future. Sure, before they could achieve communism, capitalism had to collapse. So it made sense to try to rally the urban working class against the bourgeoisie. But they were not levelers for the fun of it. To give them their due, the Marxists, although completely wrong, at least had a game plan, a clear but distorted vision of what the new society would look like. They were not anarchists happy to search and destroy everything in sight. No, they wanted to start de novo, building a new society on the soil of the old one. This is not what we are faced with today. What we are faced with is nihilism. Today's secular extremists more resemble bratty kids throwing a temper tantrum than they do revolutionaries. They want to knock the house down. Having witnessed their left-wing hopes go up in flames with the crash of the Berlin Wall, the Soviet Union, and all the other Marxist wonderlands, they are in a state of despair. That they have absolutely nothing to offer in the way of an alternative social order not only reveals their intellectual bankruptcy, it explains their rage. This is the revenge of the nihilist. At work is envy, not jealousy. The jealous want what others have. The envious want to deprive others of what they have. Yesterday's revolutionary really believed he could deliver utopia. Today's nihilist is content with upending the status quo. To put it differently, the radicals of old wanted to steer the bus along paths never envisioned. Today's radicals want to run the bus off the road. If the secular saboteurs really believed in diversity, they would evince a laissez-faire attitude and go their own way. They might even be inclined to accept their status as a subculture. That's what diversity is all about, pluralism. But to live in a plural society implies tolerance, and that is one virtue the saboteurs sorely lack. To accomplish their world without hierarchy, they are prepared to use every trick in the book. In this regard, they do resemble the Marxists of old. They hold to the principle that the truth is that which serves the cause. Honesty, as Lenin made plain, was for chumps. Similarly, today's nihilists use deceit, demonization, and coercion as their weapons. Come the revolution, everyone will eat strawberries, the comrade said. But I don't like strawberries, said a dissenter. Come the revolution, everyone will like strawberries. In other words, radical secularists have become cultural nihilists, or what might be called secular saboteurs. Essentially, what is being described is a highly politicized segment of the population that has seen its ideals crushed and has set its sights on destruction. Those who challenge the radical secularists have been, and continue to be, demonized in a manner that knows no ethical boundaries. Unlike thoughtful liberals, who are motivated by a sincere commitment to the common good, the extremists want to subvert everything associated with our Judeo-Christian heritage. For them, what counts is winning, and if that means winning without rules, so be it. Everything is on the table. Indeed, they have perfected the politics of personal destruction. Unlike reform-minded liberals and conservatives seeking to amend the social order, secular saboteurs seek its demise. Religion is the cultural nucleus of society, so it is not surprising that the nihilists would pay special attention to its influence. It is not easy to decide which religion, Catholicism or Protestantism, has been hit the hardest. Both have had the wind knocked out of them. Those doing the damage are not seeking reasonable changes. It is one thing to gently push the envelope here and there, hoping to open the eyes of those who prefer the status quo. It is quite another to jam a pair of scissors in their eyes. For all the talk about how multicultural our society is, the United States is still only 0.4% Hindu, 0.6% Muslim, and 1.7% Jewish. Approximately 8 in 10 Americans are Christians. It stands to reason, then, that the radical secularists must sabotage Catholicism and Protestantism if they are to be a success, and that they have done. The most cherished belief